And we're back. I did do my elevator down. I had to go down and collect materials, so I decided to do. Oh, that's the up, and this is down. I might put a sign above it, but yeah. So this is the whole way down. Very slow but quicker than my other way up and down. Just kind of, it's like a small thing. I need to do the hair tidier, but as I said, that's a separate project. I am not doing that. And then here's my way up. Shooting up is a lot quicker. Oh, they're finally done. What I did do while off is I also colored all the sheep to have them ready for this farm I'm going to build next. And I tidied this up. Just look a little bit nicer of the stairs at the filling parts. And I brought up all the ground the whole way around. So everything's brought up. Kind of put carpet on all the parts that is not the farms. But that's just for more spawn proofing. I might change the carpets once I get this built and I have all the everything going. But it's spawn proof to all this area. So now this farm, as you can probably hear, is going a lot nicer. It's a bit more efficient now. But I'm going to knock out this whole area. Oh, yeah. So I'm going to map this out. How I want them all. Now, that out of the way. Select these. Yeah, I'm going to line this up, how it's to be built. Also, fill back in these. So that's looking at the grass. And that's looking at the sheep. That's the essentially. So we'll have the grass here. And once the sheep eat the grass, that activates this, causes the shears to shear them, and then be a collecting system underneath. So I need to build this higher in the air. 16 colors. Yes, I would have lined this out right on making it. It's just been a while since I've made them to now actually building them. I'm going to need hopper minecarts and hoppers. So I will want crafting table for a start. Put that over here so I can build as I'm going. So that's going to be the general height. Sorry, this part is a bit quiet at the moment. I'm just mapping this out on how everything's going to sit. That sits. I'll have stairs up. I need to get a silk touch as well. I'll get that on that. Scissors. Jesus, 11 just adds silk touch. Right, I'll go to the raid farm in a bit. I'll do that off camera. I'm wondering if we just... Actually, maybe just... A lot of this can be skipped. There's not too much to what I'm currently doing. So I'll give you a quick tour of what I'm doing, and then I will jump to it being done. So this is our walkway here. Sheep are going to be standing there. The grass blocks are here. These are going to be dropped down. They're in the wrong place. This is in line with the sheep. Once the grass, I'll have grass blocks the whole way along, so that the middle ones will actually keep these ones. So once the grass gets ate, it'll grow back, and the sheep will eat. And once they eat, they get cheered, so it stays automated that way. And then it'll all drop down into the hopper minecart and into the hopper then. So I'll come back once all of that is set up both sides, and I'll get the sheep involved. And once I'll come back then with it all done and set, and I'll give you a tour of everything then. I don't actually think I explained how this farm works. So like, while it's set up here, I try keep it clean, so it just looks just what you need to see is on display. But what it is, so these blocks here always have grass here, so that it'll always cause this grass to regrow, and the sheep can't get to this grass, so that it's always infinite. Um, Obviously keep the sheep contained to one by one area, and then you come down here. There's a hopper minecart underneath that is collecting the wool. So that's their dirt block that the sheep is on. They're collecting like that, and I'll show you. So you see the dispenser far side. I don't want to break this yet. Now there's an observer here. Actually, I can just shoot up here. So we do have the observer with the dispenser here. 9 of them. I kind of filled them all out. You can possibly just do like a double chest here and have them all into the back, but it's kind of hard. You can't do it neatly because it has to come into the side of them. But if you do the sides, as you can see, you'll see them out the front. So I just fill it with 9. 9's plenty. Very rare you'll have to refill this, but you don't need that much wool, and it actually lets it slow down at least, so that you don't have to your storage system overflowing. But yeah, so it's just as they eat the grass, they activate the observer, which as you've seen there, turns that on, and the dispensers hits out the shears, and it shears the sheep. Wool drops, and we got a nice lot of grain. I have every kind there. Later on now, I'd say I'll have it. There's going to be just a few straight lines of hoppers to go to the collection system or the sorting system, and they'll sort out all the colors, and I'll have some sort of way you can see them all easy. I'll actually close that up. And yeah, I never actually explained this. That's it there. They can't get out. But I just kind of did this display. It's well lit, and they're all contained. You can do any blocks you want along there. But I just think it's pretty cool to see them. I didn't go and show this. So this is the lava farm. And as you can see, I was doing other things and it produced a lot. They're all full. But this one, pretty easy explained. The dripstone lava has to be a full source block. I will make sure that that's there. So you have to make sure it's a full source block. So with this, that's the farm there. I think this is a decent display of it. You don't need too much more. You can have ones where this circle around and you fill your inventory and you just hit with empty buckets and it'll just fall into a hopper. But like, no, it's fine. You can just run along, get them. And the reason for that now, I have infinite fuel. So this one fills all them. I should have most of them have somewhat in them, but I'll top them up again. And then whatever I'm thinking of smelting at the time, and you press that, they run along, drop down a nice amount, all drop, and start as soon as they start smelting. Actually, I don't need that there, but it's okay. Yeah, so all the furnaces work, start smelling. You can make one that's just smokers or just blast furnaces, but like then you're just having either earth or coal and that. But this one here works perfect. It does it all. And yeah, so this is very costly. That's why I have the iron farm and the bamboo farm that what's called it causes all the wood and iron to make this. So there's a hopper in the back of all of them. There's a hopper on top of all of them, and then there's a hopper underneath. The back one has to be fuel. I could put sand in it, and you'll see it'll go to the fuel section. If you do sand or any other blocks or the ones you want to smelt, I actually did that one at the start by accident. But then these ones here, yeah, these have to be what you're smelting. And you just press that. Even they'll all should light up. And then you look in here, there's all the buckets dropping. And now you see all the glasses counting off. Like, it's very quick. Quite an easy and efficient farm. And it's back, and it's actually empty. You can use levers if you want, and it'll keep it running back and forward. Either works. Kind of, I probably should use lever for this side, because I used 2 redstone or 2 rails there. Now it's stopping on that one because it's not activated. And yeah, that's them. And I kind of did just a window display here, and you can see the cactus farm and bamboo. Yeah, that's I didn't know if I explained them, but I also slab on top stop the spawner being interfered here. I could do a carpet design in here. I might do one there, even an orangey effect here. Do some sort of carpet design throughout it. But yeah, and then I just dug holes in this, just threw a few lights so that the sides are all lit around. That's everything on what I've done for this episode. There is stuff behind me that I've done on future episodes, and they will be out soon also. And I'll go through how each of those farms kind of work. Very simple farms, but very handy to have, like, because like now I don't worry about fuel going to get coal or wood or anything. Like, they'll just stay going, and then I'll use all them up, throw them in, and I'll get the buckets back. Like, there's a bit of task to do with it, but it's fine. It's not like it. I never have too much to smelt anyway. But like, if I want to smelt a few things, big projects, throw it in, lump it in. It won't be too long, and I can just run away and do my own thing. And it doesn't feel wasteful, because sometimes if you use one coal, it's quite wasteful. Like, it'll end up burning out with the lava. Like, it is essentially wasteful if you had no renewable source, but with the renewable source, it doesn't feel wasteful at all. So it actually just stays flowing, which is very handy. Those are future farms that have been built. They will be next to show, and those ones then with them. And then next will be, I want to set up the item sorter, because I have a lot of materials slowly gathering up, especially in here. This is really gathered up. And that's blocked now. Yeah, perfect. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe.